We're back again with JusBam, and we're doing a conversation with friends. So I told you guys on the last one, my record label has asked me to connect with my fans and talk to people. And this is the best way for me to do it. So today, I got a real long term, true blue friend in the studio with us who I am gonna let me ask personal questions. We might need to censor him. I don't know. so, so we're having a conversation with friends. Wait, can I call you Nick?
If I can call you Kannon, can I call you Kannon?
No. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's DJ King Cannon from the DMV, DC.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's just
You know what I'm saying? Wait, so just so you know.
How you feeling? How you doing? You looking
What?
fabulous today. You got your jewels on. You shining bright.
You know what I'm saying? I got I'm channeling my black girl. I ain't put the bling on. I got on my
Got your head wrap on. I'm
head.
getting a little Erica Baduish vibes.
N.D.I.R.E. You know
Yeah, a little N.D.I.R.E. You got your incense lit over there. What's going on?
No, I ain't got no. Oh, that would have been a good idea.
Little candles in the background.
See, this is the problem with me and King Cannon, y'all. You see how we just got unfocused just that quick? That's what happens when you
What
friends.
I thought we were having a conversation.
We've been friends too damn long. Wait. How long have we been friends, Nick, for real? Literally.
Over 20 years. Over 20 years.
Definitely. Because I knew you before you had a kid. Yeah.
Over 20 years, yeah. My son is graduating high school this year. So over 20 years, we have been friends, we've been partners, we've been I think at some point the rumor mill in the city was that we were engaged or something. It was all types.
Man, you broke up with me on national television. Don't even try that. You broke up with me on my reality show.
First question I get to ask you?
He just broke up. I'm telling you. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, right? I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So my producers.
I want to hear her version because I never saw the episode, but I want to hear it.
My producers, when I was doing True Life, came to me and they were like, we need you to do like a love interest. Do you have a love interest or anything like that? And I was like, no, I don't. And they kept pressing it. So I called Nick and I was like, hey, look, I need you to be my boyfriend and then we're going to break up on camera. And he was like, what?
Right.
I was like, yeah, we only going to be boyfriend and girlfriend for like a day. And then the next day, we're going to break up. Yeah. And he was like, okay. How we going to break up? So we sat on the phone and planned the whole scenario. And then we was at the Mad Chef or the Neon. Which one was it?
It was the Neon.
It was at the Neon. So wait. So they mic'd you up. And we were supposed to break up on camera, but we so damn silly. We over here talking to the people and talking about people and laughing.
Yeah.
And joking and
laughing at the club. We laughing at stuff that's going on around us.
And my producer, she came in my ear. She was like, y'all don't look like y'all breaking up. I was like,
I saw what I saw was they had I guess on the show, all I saw was you walking off and they were like, and Nick and Bam broke up. It was like, it didn't feel like a breakup that night, but I guess
we were terrible at it. We could not stop laughing. We did not do our little script or nothing.
At that time, I don't think reality TV would have been for us if we had to go at that time. I don't think it was for us.
No, we were terrible at breaking up. It was so funny, and they just let it flash across the screen. Bam and Nick broke up.
So how did the MTV thing come about? Well, how was that experience for you anyway?
That experience for me, I mean, I was very proud that I brought that type of thing to the city, especially to DC, because, they filmed me for 6 months. We went to the Go-Go. I went to Cyphers. I went to clubs uptown. I went to the rap battles and everything. And a lot of, like, local rappers got featured. And I did some stuff with different producers there the whole time. So that part I loved. What I didn't love and what I wasn't ready for is what happens when the show came out.
Yeah, it was a love-hate thing.
It was a lot. Like, I didn't at the time, I don't think I realized the impact that it would have. I thought, okay, yeah, it's gonna come out. I'm on this little show, whatever. I didn't realize that millions of people was going to see me on this show. And
Absolutely.
one thing about reality, people think because they spent an hour or 2 hours with you, they know you personally. So they could just walk up to you and start talking to you. They could just come, hey,
That's the thing, you become famous if it's a local celebrity or a national, and people connect with you through certain things, and that's their connection. So I get it.
I wasn't prepared. I wasn't
Not a,
prepared.
yeah. Okay.
Not then. I wasn't not then. I'm a,
Yeah.
I'm a very low key personal person, like always just in the shadows. And it was like, now you're not in the shadow no more. Everywhere
Yeah.
you go, somebody knows you.
Yeah, that's
You
Front
know,
Street. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't
You
know.
know,
I don't think I would have functioned it today because it was weird when people took pictures of me in a grocery store. Like I'd be at a restaurant, people come up and want to take a picture. So I can't imagine how artists deal with it nowadays.
nobody ran down on me like you broke up with Bam.
No,
I
you get
know,
no hate.
I wanted that. I didn't know what happened, but I kind of wanted that to happen. But I
Nobody
never
else.
got to see the full episode. I must have been doing something when the episode came out, but I didn't get to see the full episode. But I do remember that they said we broke up in the episode.
Right. We did it. It was a terrible breakup, though. It was not. It was not exciting. We did not make good television then.
it might go down in history as one of the worst television breakups of all time, at least on
Right.
MTV. Right?
Right. Yeah, we could probably be the worst reality breakup drama scene.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah, because we were bad.
What you learn from? What did you learn from that experience?
Oh my god, I learned a lot of stuff from being filmed every day, or because that part, it's true. After a while, you forget they're there. Like
Okay.
they they come, they mic you up, they follow you around, and then you're out in public and you realize people are looking at you funny. Like one time we went to Iverson Mall. I don't know why I was going to the mall. I was really going to get something.
You was gonna get them snickerdoodles. I know what you was going to Iverson
Those
for.
Snickers cookies. I don't know. I forgot. It was something that I was needed for something, and we were like, "All right, I'm gonna just go to the mall and buy it." And I got like 4 cameramen, my producer, the sound dude, and everybody was like, "Who is she? What's she doing? What's she going?
Right.
Why you here? Who wasn't a celebrity worth a damn." But people started following us around, and then when I went in the store, they came in the store and they were like standing in front. They had no clue who I was, and then they asked us to leave.
Mm. The store asked you to leave, or the
The
mall asked you?
mall, the mall,
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
and I was just like, "Oh, damn! I can't just go to the mall
Right. Now,
with the crew with me no more." And I wasn't famous, but it's the perception.
on the show, what was your name on the show? Did you have a rap name at the time on the show?
I was just Bam by then. Yeah, I had changed my name to just Bam by then.
It was JusBam.
Mhm.
How,
Mhm.
what are we doing with JusBam? How do we get there? Because we spoke a couple of days ago, and I was like, I gave you a name for the band, and you were like, "That's nice, but that's not it." And what does the BAM actually stand for? Is it an acronym or something, or?
No, it's not. People ask me all the time. It's really my name. Like my nickname is Bam. Like my entire family calls me Bam. Actually, no one calls me kinda. Like even in school, they call
Like
me Bam.
the Flintstones, like bam, bam, bam. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Like when I was younger, I used to be Bam Bam.
oh, so you break stuff. All right.
I didn't break things, but I used to bang on the pots and pans and make a band. My mom used to let me do that with the spoons, and my uncle, he used to like pass out at our house all the time, and he would be like, every morning she just bam, 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 and then he just started. He was like, "Let me go. I'm coming to get my little Bam today. Oh, come on, Bam, Bam." And then
Oh,
everybody started calling me that. And then
okay.
when I started rapping and started like getting interviews and stuff, people would always go, "Oh, what does BAM stand for? What does it mean?" I'd be like, "It's just BAM. It really
Just
is. It's just." So I put the JUS on it and trademarked it like that.
like, oh, so it's trademark now. Like, I'm gonna keep this one.
Yeah, this is it. So now I gotta keep explaining. It's just BAM.
Okay. Like it. I like it a lot. Right now you are currently a well, you were an independent artist before,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, but I'm gonna go back as well. But now you happen to have a deal going on with the quite interesting independent label, Groove
Yes.
Relations.
Yes.
You
Yes.
want to talk a little bit about that, or how you feel? Shout out to Groove Relations, man. Appreciate y'all for so much y'all do.
I mean, what you could see, you could ask me the real questions, like what you like, how I feel about giving up
Oh,
my independent label that I
yeah,
had for 20 years.
I was going to get there, but I wanted to know how you felt about this situation. But if
Oh
you want to
man,
go, you
no,
can
no,
go.
no, 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 no. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, no, it's been a dream. I can't lie. It's so different having a team of people who
Right.
believe in the dream, just like you believe in the dream.
Yeah.
So, I'm the hardest thing for me to get used to was being like, oh well, I want to do this, and they're like, okay, just send us the invoice or like tell us what you need, and I don't have to do all the work. You know?
So, so coming from independent, and there's so many people that run the independent E40, Too Short, the Bay. A lot of people go the independent route. Do you think it's better? And tell me the story of your independent transition into taking and signing a deal.
I it's hard to say yeah it's better because I signed a deal. You know what I mean? But yes, if my younger self would have done the same thing. I do like having control over my career and being able to make decisions about what happens to me. And I spent a lot of my earlier part of my career chasing a deal, trying to get signed by a major label, trying to, and I realized through all of that is that, I could do this myself, you
Right.
know. So when I started my independent label, it was on a whim too. I was
Mm.
working in corporate America. I just graduated from college. I had a great little IT job living in Atlanta, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this myself. Like, I had been on tour. I had been around people who showed me how to do marketing and how to do, street teams. So, and I just took a gamble. And so I moved back to DC, and that's when I picked up and met the committee and actually launched my label. So it was never supposed to be like the end game, in that sense of the word. It was supposed to be a launching pad for me to be able to sign other artists and put other people on, including myself.
Okay. So you touched on that just a little bit that you were here in Washington, D.C. For people that don't know JusBam, let's talk about this DC story. Let's open that chapter because
Okay.
I'm sure some people, I'm sure E is on the board right now and really sitting back like, all we know is Tennessee Bam. We don't know DC Bam. So let's tap a little bit into that. And I want to start at, I don't want to go back to, spanking the baby at
Okay.
you weren't born at Greater Southeast, right?
No, I wasn't born in Southeast. I was born in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
We moved to DC when I was probably about 9 because my mom married my stepdad and he was in the military. And he
Okay.
got stationed at the time he worked at the Pentagon, but over the years he worked at Andrews Air Force Base and then he went to Desert Storm. So
Okay.
we lived on a military base most of my younger youth, but the military base is in Southeast.
That's bowling. That's
Yeah.
bowling, right?
Yeah, as well as Bellevue Naval Base, but yeah, Bowling Air Force Base.
Bowling, for people that don't know, that's the base that sits over there across from Berry Farms. Um,
Exactly. So I went to elementary.
Basically, what used to be the real Berry Farms. Now it's a different area over
Sure
there.
did.
They're about to get some townhouses and nice little community over there, but they're about to gentrify the whole area. But it was a very interesting neighborhood at the time. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's start. Let's do ninth grade, Duke Ellington. Is that Duke Ellington?
Yep. I went to do well. At then ninth grade was still junior high, so I was like
Tenth
I was in
grade.
a flex program where I went to Francis Junior High. Shout out to Francis. And then I went to Duke Ellington in the ninth grade and over the summer. And then like my official high school was technically 10th grade, but yeah, I went to Duke Ellington.
Now, I don't want to drop names in here, but you had an interesting class with some people who are actually superstars now. And
A lot of people, yeah, Duke Ellington then, yeah.
so you want to shine some light? You want to give some shout outs to maybe Mr. Chappelle?
Yeah, so yeah, David Chappelle was there with me. He was a class above.
Okay.
Um, uh, there are a lot of names you probably know that they're not like super, but like one my theater teacher was one of the like greatest acting coaches. She taught Taraji P Henson. She taught Louis Fishburne. She taught all these people. So going to Duke Ellington, we had the cream of the crop teaching us, you know.
Right.
So, but like I don't want to forget people that I went to school with. There are a lot of my friends now that are doing film, they're acting, they're pursuing their careers. But at Duke Ellington, you had theater, you had a musical instrument, you had dance, and then you had what was the other one? Like backstage technical. So
Right.
whatever your major was, that's what you did all day. Because we were at school from 8 in the morning to 5 p.m.
It's still like that. My son goes to school close to that area, and the traffic is crazy because y'all get out at rush hour, which is one of the crazy times of day in DC to get out of school. But hey, y'all doing it over there. So while you were at Duke, you have to test in to go there for a specific
for your major.
What was your major?
I was a theater major, and I auditioned. I did audition, and you had to take a test too, an academic test, because you like from 8 to 12 you would go to like math, science, English, and then we would have lunch, and then when you come back from lunch, you would go to whatever your major was. So I was theater, so we had acting class, we had improv class, we had set design class, like all those, whatever your focus was, you did that from 1 to 5.
Okay. So that's 10th grade. I'm going to say most people usually 10th grade, around that 9th, 10th grade, they were going to their first, maybe third or fourth go-go experience. I'm trying to connect you to the city. So
you got to go back younger. You talk about my first go-go now.
You can go. I was. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was in the go-go way before 9th grade.
Okay, so let's do a couple of things. Your top 3. I'm gonna give you the 3. And if you were in Berry Farms, I hope that one of the bands that comes from Berry Farms.
Okay. Wait. Say it again. Like you want me to give you my top 3 go-go bands?
At that time, we're not gonna go with today's time. We'll go with that time.
Okay. At that time, because I'm from Southside, I gotta say Junkyard Band was like our personal heroes. Rare Essence, like Rare Essence was like, you know, when you was really out there, like being cute, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't sneak into Essence parties when you were underage as much.
It wasn't that easy. Yeah,
it wasn't that easy. You know, like bands like Backyard stuff, they were our age, so they were young and stuff. I remember definitely EU. Like I remember going to Cherries. Oh my God, this is gonna show my age.
No, it's cool.
Cherries in Southeast.
Yeah, you had Barnett's. I had Barnett's too. Barnett's, Cherries.
We had Barnett's and Cherries.
Triple days?
Yep, we had triples. Like I know I was underage in those places because we used to sneak out our window and
I did the same thing. I ain't doing that because I definitely got caught. I came home one night. My mother had. I was by the door. I was like, "Oh, whoa, something ain't working here." But had to get to the go.
One day, my dad caught us coming back in the window, and he was sitting in the room in the dark, and he was like, So we were like, "Oh shit!" So we tried to go back and go through the door. He was like, "Nope, all y'all come in the same way y'all was finna come in. I want to see it.
Let me see this.
Let me see how y'all get back in here." We were like, Yeah, man. I used to sneak in Cherries all the time. We used to walk, and oh my god, we used to sneak out the window and walk to Cherries, sneak in, and then we always got put out before the end of the night.
Who was playing? You remember?
Um, I know Rare Essence definitely was like playing then. Junkyard was definitely playing then. What was the name of that band? I can't think of their name now. But they were like a local band. We didn't have TCB then. We didn't have the bounce beat. We just had the congos.
Right.
And I'm trying to because like especially when you're from Southeast, everybody had a band.
Oh yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
There was a time where all the neighborhoods managed to have bands, and the school had bands as well. But people don't realize how immersed in the community everyone was. So,
yeah, and then I knew everybody, and like whoever your band was, or like whoever had a band on your block, you supported them.
Okay.
So whoever had a band at your school. I remember they used to let go-go's happen at the youth center on the base. They used to bring the go-go bands on the base, and it would be at the youth center, and it was free. And people used to, try to sneak on the base to go, but it was only for the base kids.
Shout out to Junkyard, because I do have some Bowling Green.
Yes, they were one of the first ones to do it. Mm-hmm.
Junkyard, and I was like, "Is this on the base?" I could never
on the base. It was at the youth center because they had a stage in there, and we used to. Oh my God, that would be the highlight of the year: sneaking on the base, trying to get over there so you can get to the youth center.
I don't want to get too far away from going through your story, but how would you compare Nashville live entertainment scene to Washington D.C.'s live music entertainment?
I definitely will say that Nashville is a musician's town.
Okay.
You know, it's definitely, if you can play an instrument, you can work. If you play a guitar, you can work consistently. One thing about DC is it's all about go-go. If you're not, if I know for a fact that there was a time where you couldn't come to DC and do a show unless you had a band on it.
Right.
Like
it became a time where they didn't want bands on their shows because some bands would kill it, and coming to the stage is whoever,
and people would leave.
Is leaving. Like, I'm still like, nah, we don't even want no go-go band because they're gonna leave when the band is there. Their crowd is gonna leave. So
like even as a kid growing up, like back to school jam, whenever there was a concert or like an artist concert, it was always a band on there. Like because Dougie Fresh and all those people would come here, but it would be the go-go band and then the rapper or the artist or the R&B person. But you always had a band. I don't know. I feel like yes, that's great that we have our own sound. But one thing I never understood about go-go is that why aren't go-go musicians just as famous as other musicians? You know, here if you play, people will know you for your music. You know, for whatever instrument you're keen about. And there, it's all about the band, the lead talker or the rapper. You know, the Congo player gets a lot of love. Like you always know who the Congo player is. But if you really had to process, you know every drummer, you know every keyboard player.
Fourth guy holding that mic that doesn't really say too much.
Right.
You really know them?
You know them, but I bet you know all the Congo players. You know
yeah. Yeah, because they say holy sauce.
Oh, yeah, is that like sauce? Yeah. Like so.
Did do Gallatin.
Yep.
Sneaking out the house, go to the go-go. Sneaking out the house to go see Chuck, see Essence. And
I remember Chuck Brown, but Chuck Brown was like my parents' band because he had horns and stuff. He had like a whole thing.
Oh, it's an ensemble. It's not just when he says soul searches, he's searching for souls because he got everything. It's a big band. Yeah, it's a big band.
That was the ones that were acceptable to the parents, you know.
Yeah.
I remember those, and then I went to college, in Tennessee. That's how I first found Nashville.
That's what I was gonna say. How did we make this connection? Shout out to college, alma mater. That's how they said.
TSU, Tennessee State University. Nah.
How does that sound? Do you do the thing? Skin, skin. Do you do any of that? None of that. Oh,
I'm not in a sorority. You can't do that.
I shouldn't.
You gonna get us cussed out on don't be
That,
in the comments talk about like that was him.
yeah, that's not good. My fault. My fault. I take that back to all my Greeks, all my Asian. I apologize.
I agree. Oh.
Do not come for me. I apologize. I apologize.
I will say this. I am in the Thomas Edward Pogue Players Guild. It's called T-Pogue. And it's an art society sort of fraternity at TSU. And I am a member of that. I did pledge that.
Okay, cool. We'll take that. Okay.
Listen.
To maybe find out on their own accord. But
what do you hope people who don't know me get out of this new adventure?
I hope that they're willing to explore. I hope that they're willing to say, you know what, from this conversation with Bam, that I'm willing to listen to what she presents as an artist. I'm not just going to go with the normal facade, or I'm gonna look behind the curtain and look deeper into this person and check out their actual music and listen to the lyrics and not just listen for the trend. Don't listen.
Don't listen for
Because the lyrics are deeper on most of your songs that I hear, and even the spoken word piece that I heard that you put together, that was just amazing. So to hear these pieces put together so well, it's like you have to dig deeper. You can't just, well, this not a party song. I can't listen to this. Don't underthink, but put yourself at an even and go listen, because that's what I hope that they are managing to take from just being in your personality. You know, your essence is always great. Your energy is always good. Your personality has always been there. You're a great friend to have in my life, and I'm sure others that encounter your energy, they are and have millions of great things to say about you. You see the extra, Julie?
Wait. So you have to tell everybody about you. I know this is supposed to be about me, but
it is about you.
I'm so proud of you, and so we have the hottest DJ in the DMV. Book him, please. If you want anything to know about GoGo, you need to go to his YouTube page. He has podcast. What you got? You got a lot of stuff going on. Podcast, the Crank,
mixtape,
podcast.
I'm on the way. We're working on a film. We got some children books on the way.
And it's all go. Like, that's one thing I've always admired about you, Nick. You are so supportive of the go community. Y'all need to start listening to this man.